Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of the My Story series brought to you by the Public Speakers Association. My name is Jason-Antalek, and I am the owner and CEO of PSA, where we are changing the world from the front of the room. Today, we have Stefanie Serda with us, and her mission is to connect people with their soul voice. She does so by helping through coaching, spiritual mentoring, and teaching, and helping other people define and enhance their intuitive gifts. She offers tools and resources and guidance to assist with our life goals and ultimately to find your soul voice. So, Stefanie, we're glad to have you with us today. Please tell us your story.
Hi, Jason. Thank you. Yes, my name is Stefanie Serda, and I'm an intuitive medium. And my spiritual journey has really been a lifelong journey, if you will. It started when I began speaking to angels and spirits at 4 years old. And I really struggled to understand what that was. They felt very real and very much as if I'm having a conversation with a regular person. It wasn't until I went to school and I began to share with other children how wonderful that was that I realized how unique that was. That not everyone could speak to angels or spirits, and it felt very isolating. So I really struggled with understanding what that was, how that was going to be part of my life, and I really, quite honestly, fought it. I really struggled to understand it as a child and an adolescent growing up. I had my mediumship encounter the first time at 12 years old with my biological grandfather when he came to comfort my mother during her grief and her loss. He told me kind of what to say to her and what to communicate. He was very real to me. It was like he was standing right next to me. So again, it was a very natural thing to me, although when I communicated these things to my mother and I shared with her that he was there and what he was saying, it was very unnerving for her. I didn't remember everything necessarily he told me to tell her. Those messages are very specific to the person. But I do recall that he told me to tell her that she would always be his little angel, and it really struck a chord with her. And so it was a connection that they were able to make, and she was able to have some closure and say goodbye, if you will. When I was 17, I was in a car accident, and I had an out-of-body experience where I joined the spirit realm and I was searching for my friend who ended up dying in that car accident. I was really trying to connect with her. I came to realize through that experience that we weren't going to be there at the same time. My angels urged me to come back to my body. They said I still had work to be done. And so while I didn't really understood what that meant until I came out of my coma and found out that my girlfriend passed, that I was really meant to be here. So I struggled with how that translated into helping people and what I was going to do with those gifts. So I really went into studying and trying to understand the different aspects of spirituality and metaphysics and what these things were. And I came to understand that I was gifted with the mediumship ability to offer people an opportunity to connect with loved ones. That intuitive knowing, I was gifted with clear senses where I could see and feel and hear people, sometimes smell and sometimes taste things. So again, just trying to understand what those were. And I really tried to create a sacred, safe space for myself to really explore those gifts and to really be kind of in tune with my inner knowing and my soul voice, if you will. So I created a couple of different ways to do that through prayer and meditation. I used spirit rocks to help me connect with earth energy and get grounded and really try to hear and listen to my inner calling to understand from my inner guidance the choices I was making and the path my life was taking and how it was unfolding. So I really use those rocks to try to help resonate and connect with that intuitive soul voice that through time and practice took some getting used to. I really enjoyed kind of that quiet, intuitive self part. Instead of looking to other people for answers necessarily. I was trying to create my own tool bag, if you will. So as a result, I created my steps to connecting to your soul voice. So I share with my clients the ability for them to tune into their own intuitiveness, their own soul voice, and really a way for them to have the tools and resources at their fingertips so that they can look within, connect to their own soul voice by seeking inner guidance. It's always great to have a spiritual team or some trusted advisors in your life, and there will always be that. But really, when it comes down to it, just knowing within that you have the answers and you have the ability to, through your own knowledge and your own experience, build the life and create the life that you're hoping to. Mine is one of service, and my goal is to help other people connect to their own soul voice, and that's the way that I'm able to be of service. The coaching that I do is really aligned to the 7 Steps of Finding Your Soul Voice, which is a book that I'm writing to help correspond with that coaching and teaching. If you would like to get to know me or learn more about some of the things that I offer, I can be reached at http://soulvoice.org, and you can drop your contact information there, or you can also email me directly at SSerda@msn.com. That's SSERDA@msn.com. And I hope to be of service to you in your awakening process to connecting to your own soul voice.